Hey there, how are you feeling? Today, we're pushing to reflect on everything we've covered so far. Think of this as a checkpoint before moving forward. What is the biggest takeaway? Understanding insulin, how it works, and why balancing it is key to fat loss, steady energy, and overall health. I know I'm repeating this, but that's because this is the foundation for your success. Understanding this will give you more autonomy and control over your choices. And at first, it might feel strange. So if your body is fully reliant on sugar, you might even experience some side effects from cutting back, like maybe more sugar cravings, fatigue, headaches, brain fog, and mood swings. But don't worry, these all will pass quickly, usually within 2 to 3 days. Stick with it and make use of your helpful, healthy food swap list, especially at these times. Don't give in those cravings. You will feel so much better on the other side soon enough. So let's break it all down in the simplest way possible. So what is insulin and why does it matter? Insulin is a hormone that regulates how your body stores and uses energy. Think of it as a traffic controller for glucose, so sugar in the blood. Blood sugar rises when you eat carbs, especially refined simple carbs. After blood sugar rises, then your body releases insulin to move that sugar into your cells for energy or storage. And since insulin is a storage hormone, when it's elevated, your body stores energy and cannot burn fat for fuel. So what is the issue with this? If insulin stays high constantly, especially when you're not moving too much and using it for energy, your body never taps into stored fat. It just keeps asking for more and more energy and storing more. If you're active, your muscles absorb glucose more efficiently, allowing highly active people to tolerate a little bit more carbs. But not all carbs are equal, like we talked about before. Complex, unprocessed carbs are always better than refined ones like bread, pastas, pastries, and all those things that turn into sugar way quicker and creating high sugar spikes. And here's the problem. You cannot outwork a bad diet. Intense cardio between zone 3 and 4, when you're at that point where you can barely speak, is when you know you are relying on sugar for energy, which spikes cravings and often leads to overeating past what you have burned. And this creates a frustrating cycle of overexercising, overeating, and therefore seeing no progress or even gaining weight. Many people aren't active enough to burn off excess carbs, and excessive cardio spikes hunger, making it easier to overeat and store more fat. That's why the focus here is not on cutting everything out, but on learning how to swap and replace. So make use of your healthy food swap list to make this process easier. This is about nourishing your body, not about suffering and being restrictive. Inside my coaching program, we customize your carb intake based on your unique energy needs and lifestyle. Everyone is different, and whether you prefer tracking your food or taking a more intuitive approach, I help you find a method that works for you long term without the frustration. If you do choose to track, I recommend doing it temporarily, not as a rigid rule, but as a tool to build awareness around your portions and nutrients. However, tracking every bite isn't sustainable, like I mentioned before, and honestly, you don't need to do it if you're focusing on the right foods. That's where I come in, to guide you toward effortless, balanced eating that supports your goals without feeling restrictive. And again, why am I harping so bad on insulin? Why is it so important to keep insulin balanced? It's because a healthy body spikes insulin when needed, then returns to balance. That is a normal situation. The issue is when modern diets, like the standard American diet, keeps insulin high all the time because sugar and refined carbs are everywhere. Almost every single packaged food contains sugar, and even some fruits are more sugary here in the US where I am than in other places. And when we spike sugar all the time, first of all, cells get super overwhelmed because they can only take in so much glucose. And for that reason, insulin keeps knocking and knocking and knocking because there's still sugar in the blood, but cells cannot respond, and this is called insulin resistance. And then your body produces even more insulin because sugar is still in your blood, and your body wants to put it somewhere, and then you're trapped in a sugar burning mode and insulin resistant. And the result, you have more constant hunger, energy crashes, mood swings, and even more health risks. And this is exactly why I keep emphasizing real home cooked meals. Cooking at home helps you control your ingredients, avoid hidden sugars, and actually feel satisfied. If you eat out, start making healthier choices based on what you're learning here, like less carbs and more protein and veggies. And if you can, reduce how often you eat out, even if it's just 1 or 2 fewer takeout meals a week. It can make a huge difference. And so how do we fix this? We're focusing on metabolic flexibility. Our goal is to train your body to switch between burning glucose and fat efficiently, back and forth. This is called metabolic flexibility. Most people are stuck in glucose dependency, constantly needing carbs for quick energy and crashing when it runs runs out. And this is not normal. We don't need sugar to keep our blood glucose balanced, all the contrary. But your body is designed to burn fat for fuel, and it actually prefers it for long-lasting energy when there's no glucose available. And here's how we get there. Lower insulin levels by cutting all the excess sugar and refined carbs, and we cleaned out all your pantry, so check. Second, we prioritize protein-rich meals for stable blood sugar. And you're starting with your first meal of the day, which is breakfast, so check. And third, we avoid unnecessary snacking to tap into stored fat between meals. We cut out all snacks, so triple check. So when insulin is balanced, your body remembers how to burn fat instead of relying on constant food intake for energy. This leads to feeling more energized and focused. You also stop needing to snack every 2 to 3 hours and thinking about food all day long. And finally, your body naturally taps into stored fat for energy, so you begin to lose fat while having more energy. And what is the best part? This shift happens faster than you think. Your body is designed to thrive. It just needs the right signals and the right foods to get it back on track. And we adapt very quickly. So what is today's action plan? To keep progressing, focus on these key habits today. Again, protein-rich breakfasts. Aim for at least 30 grams of total protein per meal, especially at breakfast, to keep your blood sugar stable and reduce cravings to start your day right. Second, continue avoiding sugar and refined carbs. Stick to a whole nutrient-dense foods to keep insulin balanced. Crucial within these first days. You will be on the other side soon enough. And third, plan smarter grocery shopping. If you haven't yet, make your grocery list and focus on whole foods while avoiding sneaky sugars. And bonus habit for the day, eat your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. This will support your digestion, insulin balance, and better sleep. We'll gradually add more sleep optimizing habits, but for now, no food, no snacks 3 hours before bed. This helps your body recover properly and get a better night's sleep, which in turn, it will help with a more balanced insulin as well. In the coming days, we'll dive into the lifestyle factors that influence what you eat and crave, from stress, sleep, environment, and emotions. For now, keep focusing on whole home-cooked meals, and remember, small steps add up fast. You're already breaking free from sugar dependency, restoring your metabolism, and building sustainable fat loss and food freedom. Trust the process, and I will see you in the next video.